What's going on, everybody? And I hope you've had a fantastic Friday morning so far. This is MYG Jeffy T85 here, and I just want to do a quick breakdown of the whole Sasha Banks situation with the WWE. Now, as we all know, Sasha Banks has been with the WWE, or was with the WWE, all the way back since 2011 when she got signed by the promotion as an independent wrestler. Mercedes Varnado. She was working on the independent scene before that. She got signed to an NXT deal. She became Sasha Banks. She ended up becoming an NXT Women's Champion for a little bit before she lost her title in that phenomenal Iron Woman's match against Bayley all the way back at TakeOver Brooklyn. She's come up to the main roster where she's been nicknamed TheBoss, and she's become a multi-time WWE Women's Champion for the Raw and the SmackDown brand. And she's become one of the best wrestlers in the world in the women's division. Well, Sasha Banks, recently, she obviously departed the WWE along with her, at the time, tag team partner, Naomi, when they won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships all the way back at WrestleMania. But both Sasha and Naomi, due to creative differences with Vince McMahon, the former WWE CEO at the time, and John Laurinaitis, the former head of talent relations, they put their titles on the table due to creative differences, and they decided to walk out of the WWE because of that, and neither has been in the WWE since. Well, now there's been a lot of news circulating recently about Sasha Banks having some type of deal with New Japan, and that she's going to be traveling to Japan for the Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view that's going to be happening in early to mid January in 2023. And that there's been a match recently teased about Sasha Banks possibly having a match with former WWE superstar and current IWGP Women's Champion Kairi, aka Kairi Sane, at the Wrestle Kingdom event for Wrestle Kingdom 17. Sasha Banks is and has been one of the best women's wrestlers, not only in WWE, but in the world for many, many years. And now there's been many reports going out there that Sasha Banks actually negotiated her WWE release a couple of months ago, and it's just about finalized, where she can get out of her WWE contract, and that she negotiated that she would not be able to wrestle in any other wrestling promotion and besides WWE until in January 2023. That's when she could start wrestling for other promotions. And obviously that's where you got the teases coming out, where she is now expected to go to New Japan and possibly even wrestle Kairi for the IWGP Women's Championship. And even there's in fact rumors about possibly Kairi maybe making a return to the WWE for the Royal Rumble. I'm not sure if she's signing with the WWE. I believe she's still, because she's the champion right now. But there's possibility and rumors going around that Kairi Sane could make her return to the WWE for the Royal Rumble. So anything is possible right now as the rumor mill continues to spin around. But getting back to Sasha Banks, another report that's been going on is that Sasha Banks wanted to be paid as a top women's star in the WWE at the heights of where Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey and some of the other top women are being paid right now. But WWE has pretty much denied Sasha Banks in being paid that type of money, is because the WWE and their people believe that Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Varnado, is not at that level of being a top superstar in the WWE for the women's division going forward. And they believe that she's a tier below Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, and that she would get the initial big reaction and the honeymoon phase would be great. But then after that, things would start to wear down and would go back to the way it was before. Sasha Banks is one of the greatest women's champions to be around in a long time. I do believe she's on that level of being a top women's star in the WWE going forward. And I find it a little bit funny that WWE is not going to be willing to pay her the type of money that they paid Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Now maybe worldwide around, Becky and Charlotte have the bigger name. But Sasha Banks is still one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. And in the WWE currently. If she walked right back into WWE right now, she'd immediately become one of the top women's wrestlers in that company, bar none. She's had some of the best women's matchups in WWE history, whether it's Hell in the Cell against Charlotte Flair first ever Hell in a Cell match, whether it's her terrific match against Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship a few years ago, whether it's the TakeOver Brooklyn match she had with Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship match, and the Iron Woman match, which many were saying could go down as the greatest women's match in wrestling history. I have no problem with Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Varnado, going to do what she wants to do in the wrestling business. When she wants to go out and explore other venues, wrestling and other promotions, I have no problem with that. But the fact that the WWE does not believe and think that she is a top women's wrestler and that she does not deserve top women's money to a Charlotte Flair and a Becky Lynch is kind of funny to me. The woman is a pioneer for the women's division. She's a blueprint. She's a statement maker. She deserves to be paid at the top tier. And you know what? So does Bayley. So does Asuka. But Sasha Banks, just sticking with her, I can understand why she'd be frustrated and why she would want to move on and do something else, because WWE apparently doesn't value her to the realm that they value some of the other women's wrestlers in this company. I mean, it's kind of funny to me. I don't understand why WWE does not value Sasha Banks to the level that they value, a Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair, or maybe in this now, a Bianca Belair. I just don't get it. Maybe it's because the attitude with Sasha Banks might be a reason why, and that she has such a poor attitude backstage, and maybe that's the reason why that WWE just does not value Sasha Banks at the realm of a Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair. But at the same time, Charlotte Flair's had backstage issues too. She's always wanted to be at the top, and when she wasn't being booked at the top, WWE frowned on that. Or Charlotte Flair frowned on it, and WWE just didn't want to have anything to do with it, but they didn't suspend her. They still treat her as a top star because she's a Flair. So I find this just a little bit funny in this whole spectrum. And now with the fact that Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Varnado, is now exploring going to New Japan and possibly wrestling over there, tied into the whole thing with Kairi Sane possibly making her return to the WWE in the Royal Rumble. I mean, the wrestling rumors are running rampant all over the place. They really are. And it'd be pretty cool, in a way, if you can possibly see Kairi Sane return to the WWE at the Royal Rumble, a.k.a. Kairi. But now that she's become IWGP Women's Champion, that might have taken those plans off the table. But then again, Carl Anderson is wrestling for the Neverweight Championship over there in New Japan. So maybe Kairi Sane can have a one-off appearance with the WWE and just make a return to WWE as the current champion. But we'll wait and see. Either way, Sasha Banks should be paid as a top women's star in WWE. She's done so much for that company. She's been a trailblazer, a statement maker, a blueprint. She's been a revolutionary figure in the women's division for many years. She wants to go out there and create moments. All people have said that multiple times, that she wants to be a statement maker for wrestling going forward. And I have no issue if Sasha Banks wants to go out there and she wants to try to reinvent herself. But this is kind of sad that she is going to be not get treated the way that she should. But I wish the best for Mercedes. I hope she has an awesome time over there in New Japan. I hope she kills it. Maybe she sets up a great match over there with Kairi for the IWGP Women's Championship, which could tie in to what possibly could happen with Kairi, aka Kairi Sane, and possibly making a return to the Royal Rumble as a special, surprise. Either way, good luck, Sasha Banks. And you deserve to get paid top dollars in the WWE. But obviously the company does not value the star level that you should be paid. That's just coming from a fan that's been watching her for many years and knowing how talented she is and what she wants to do for this women's division. So I just had to throw that out there right now. I wanted to just talk about this. the fact that I believe Sasha Banks has gotten a little bit short-shafted in terms of being paid as a top WWE superstar and a top women's wrestler in the WWE. The fact that the company does not value her to the degree that they value a Becky Lynch or a Charlotte Flair. Whether you disagree or you agree with this statement. She wants to go out there and reinvent herself and become a top wrestler in other promotions too. And I'll put together an incredible resume that will make her one of the greatest, if not the greatest, women's wrestlers of all time. So I just want to make this video here. If you guys like this video, hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT85 for more breaking news, updates, and chatter surrounding the WWE. Turn on the bell for notifications of the next video or short dropping on the channel surrounding the WWE. And let me know in the comment section twofold. First, what you would think about Kairi, aka Kairi Sane, possibly making a return to the WWE in either a one-off appearance or coming back to the WWE full-time and making a special guest appearance at the Royal Rumble, as well as what are your feelings about Sasha Banks? Honestly, do you believe she should be paid as a top women's wrestler in the WWE? Do you agree with her that she should have walked away and that she should try to go and reinvent herself over in New Japan and possibly become a women's IWGP champion? Do you agree with her method in walking out of the WWE months ago because of creative differences? Do you feel that she is one of the greatest women's champions of all time? And what do you think Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Varnado's next move is going to be after she makes this appearance at Wrestle Kingdom 17 in New Japan coming up in early January 2023? Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Friday. TGIF Friday, everyone. And let's see what WWE has cooking for us on SmackDown tonight, next week on Raw, NXT, AEW, and all wrestling things going on in the world of wrestling going forward.